This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So now, so yesterday we discussed about that Jenkins directory structure. We created a CI/CD for Java using Maven project type. Maven, the plugin management, right? So today we'll discuss about that Jenkins security, right? Before that, we'll discuss about that how to change the port number. Port number change. So by default, what is the port number for Sonar? This one Jenkins 8080. So we have changed the port number for Tomcat, Nexus, and I ask you guys to go through the change the port number for SonarCube also, right? How to change the port number for Jenkins? So if you have installed the Jenkins in RHEL, it is available one file called as so in the etc directory sysconfigure. I forgot that directory name. There you will see that we'll go there. We'll see that one file called as Jenkins. Okay, sysconfig. Yes, sysconfig. It's there in my mouth, but I'm not able. Sysconfig. When if you have installed the Jenkins in RHL, suppose you have installed the Jenkins in Ubuntu. Nandabala is asking very silly question, man. 100 times maybe I discussed this one. What is meaning by RHL? I can understand about Nandabala also, but sometimes I'm not able to control. I think n number of times we mentioned RHL means Enterprise Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, so if you have installed that Jenkins in Ubuntu, it is there Jenkins file in the etc directory default. There you will see one file called as Jenkins. So this is the Jenkins. This is a file which is having that configuration for your Jenkins server. So let's first connect to that Jenkins server, where connect to the Linux server where your Jenkins is installed. See, I am switching to that Mumbai region because all the servers are there in Mumbai region. So yesterday one guy called me and he was telling that, sir, really inspired your teaching, sir. So he's in morning batch. Even I showed to your photo to my father, and I was telling about you how hard work you are doing, right? Early morning you are getting up. Really, sir. Even I have inspired you, and even I will start get up at early morning, like that he was saying, and he was commenting, sir, how many kids you have? So I said that too, sir. Definitely they are going to cross whatever the technical skills you have. They are going to cross, like that he was saying. Don't say like that one. So our children are not going to see you guys. At least they obey my words. Our children are not going to obey. Yes or no? Okay. So let's connect to the server and go to that PEM files where your PEM file are there. So first connect to the server. Before connecting, just see whether PEM file is there or not. There you have to execute this command. See, it says connected. Just type uname. Correct. So switch to the root user, go to that etc directory. There you will see that sysconfig. There you will see that Jenkins file. Just open that file using the VA editor, VA Jenkins. Right, hit the enter. See, if you observe here, the default Jenkins home directory is /var Jenkins. This is the default path for your Jenkins home directory. So if you want to change, Bhaiya, Nitin Bhaiya, you asked na, how to change the Jenkins home directory path. Just you can come here, change that path, whatever the path you want. But that path, whatever you are giving here, na, it should be accessible by which user? Jenkins user. Because Jenkins is running with Jenkins user. So whatever the directory we are creating, custom directory, that for that directory you should give the permissions, or you can change that ownership to the Jenkins server, Jenkins user. That path you have to give. Yes. Okay. Then scroll down. So if you want to pass any command arguments, you can pass here. See, Jenkins user, Jenkins underscore user. It is running with Jenkins user. Is it possible to run the Jenkins server with other user? Yes, you can create one user, normal user. Okay, change that username here. Come here, change the username. Right? Just scroll down. If you see here, Jenkins underscore port. So by default it is 8080. Just change that from 8080 to 9980. Chandan is asking, can we give multiple user names? No, you can use one user to run the Jenkins server. One user only. Save it. So I have changed the port number from 8080 to 9980. So earlier I was not teaching this one. So from 2 years back only I started this one, because one of our student he asked with me, sir, in my today's interview they asked this question. So that time onwards I was teaching this one. So if you do any configurations in this particular file, you should restart the Jenkins service. Then only it is going to reflect. Otherwise it is not going to. Just if you go and check now, we didn't restart it. Just we have changed it, but still it is working with the 8080. So if you want to restart, you can use that systemctl, right? Restart service name. Service name is Jenkins. Either one, you can use that service command or systemctl command. Okay. So once if you execute this command, systemctl command, so it will take some time. Now if you go and access with 8080, it is not going to work. See, unable to connect. So we need to use that updated port. So Nitin is asking, sir, are you going to cover with the parameterized build? Yes, it is very important question. I will cover that one. So 9980. So if I have time today itself, we'll cover that one also. See, now it is running with 9980 port number. See, Jaishankar is asking, systemctl and service both are same commands? No, both are different commands, but we are going to use for same purpose. Restarting the service, checking the status of the service, starting the service, stopping the service. I covered all these things in the Linux commands only, Bhaiya. See, like this, guys, you can change the port number. So now we'll discuss about that Jenkins security. So what do you mean by Jenkins security? Before that we'll cover this one. So recently when I'm updating this document, so the point that topics are interchanged. So we'll discuss about that create views first, then we'll go to the Jenkins security. See, in the real time, in the same Jenkins server. Okay, we are going, many of the DevOps engineers are going to use. Guys, can you confirm? So already some of the DevOps engineers who are working, they joined for this course. Right, Rahul. See, same Jenkins server in your company, you are using by many guys, right? Other DevOps engineers also. Sir, no. So in the same Jenkins server, in the real time, hundreds of jobs are we are going to create it. Okay, I am working for one project. Other Nitin is working for different projects. Right. So when I have logged in, it is very difficult to see that what are the jobs which I have created for my project. It is very difficult to navigate that jobs whatever I am using. Instead of this one, very simple way we can manage the projects or manage the jobs whatever I am working. See here, plus symbol is there. Click on plus means create the view. See, view name. However, we are going to use new item for creating the job. We are going to use that plus symbol here for creating the view. See, once if you mouse over on plus symbol, down, left side down, if you see new view, give the name. So I am going to give that Walmart hyphen projects. Means whatever the jobs, whatever the projects or whatever the jobs which we created for Walmart project, we are going to keep under this view. Select that list view, click on OK. Just scroll down. See here, what are the jobs you want to display under this Walmart project view? Select that one. Walmart, tab Walmart. Click on OK. Now if you see under Walmart hyphen project view, we can see the two jobs. So Purushottam P is asking, sir, you are covering master slave Jenkins architecture. Just refer that my document. I have shared this one. See here. What is this? It's a very important topic. Okay, so one of my village guy, they asked when they are taking the interview, just share your screen, create this master slave architecture, and show us what are you are doing the steps. He got the job because of this one only. We are going to cover. Okay, just see that document. So guys, when I'm sharing this document, just simply downloading and keeping in your laptop, it is not going to work out. Many guys are doing the same thing. Even they are not going through that. Hey, what are the topics he is going to cover? How many guys, honestly tell me, how many guys are going through those all the documents? Simply asking, sir, you didn't share this document, you didn't share that document. Honestly tell me how many guys are going each and every point in the document. If you go that all the documents, you don't want Bhaskar trainer. Okay, so now I have created one view and I have given that I have added the two jobs here. So if you click on this view all, it will display that all the jobs. So once if I log in into this Jenkins server, so whatever the projects I'm working, if I click on this Walmart hyphen project view, it is going to display. It's very simple, right? To navigate that whatever the projects which I am working. Okay, so it is not important topic, but see if you know all these things, it is good to have. So even it happened 3 years back in my company. In one of the Jenkins server, hundreds of jobs are there. They are struggling. Okay, so now this is the time to give them my solution. That time I know, but let him struggle that first. Then if you give that solution, then only for that solution value will be there. Yes or no? Without struggling, if you give that solution, people will think this is common, normal. When you are going to struggle, then you are going to get the solution, for that solution value will be there. Yes or no? Then I told them, hey, let me give the solution for you guys. I know you guys are struggling. And in one of the technical meeting, I shared my screen. I have created this view. Everyone is appreciating. Hey, nice man. Really, you are saving a lot of time. Right? So, like that, you have to use your technical skills. This is also very important, guys. Even if you know very good technical skills, also you are not going to survive that time when you have to use that one. That also very important. See, I know this one, how to create the views, how to do handle. Yes or no? If I implement this one initially only, they don't know about this one, the value of views, right? But if you struggle, then if I give the solution, oh, nice man, like that they appreciated me in front of all the managers. Okay, this is called as smart work. It is very useful to become that successful person. Not only the hard work, smart work also very important. Okay, so then that time onwards, everyone is creating their own views and they are navigating to their projects, their jobs, whatever they are working. Okay, now like that you can create n number of views. So you have created view. You missed that adding one job here. You missed adding one job here. Again, I want to add. What to do? Very simple. See here, edit view. Click on edit view. Just scroll down. See here, this one also I want to add. Run shell script. Select this checkbox. Click on OK. Now see, automatically it will come into this particular view, this job. Correct, na? So like that, you can create n number of views. But as per interview perspective, we didn't get any questions on this particular topic. Okay. So if you want to delete the view, see here, delete view. So let me create one more view, Maven projects. Select list view, click on OK. So here, select that whatever the Maven project. So like this now, see here, two views are there. Suppose now, if I delete this view, Maven project view, what will happen? It is going to delete only the view, or under that view, whatever the jobs, those jobs also going to delete. Only the view. Okay, click on delete view. Observe here, under view all, Maven hyphen sorry, this one, yeah, Maven hyphen project, still it is there, just it's deleted that view name. So like this you can create the views, update the views, delete the views. Okay, so is it possible to create the new job directly in this Walmart hyphen project view? Hmm? Yes, what you have to do, first click on that view, then click on the new item, test, select freestyle, click on OK, then click on save. Now if you go and see view all, test job is there, go to the Walmart, there also I can see that. So if you click on all view and if you create a job, what will happen? It is going to create under only the view all, it is not going to create in this particular view. Again you have to click on edit and you have to add it. Okay, so that's about the view. Clear? Anybody have any questions on this views? If not, we'll discuss about that Jenkins security. It is very, very important topic. May we categorize under Walmart project dev, QA and prod again? No. So under view, Walmart project view, you can add that jobs. Again under that you are not able to create that folders like dev, QA, prod and all. Okay. So what do you mean by Jenkins security? How Jenkins security means how you are going to provide the security for your Jenkins server, right? See, without logging, can you able to access the Jenkins server? No. Right now, we have created one user called as Mithun Technologies user. This is the admin user. Did you remember when I have created this one? When we are installing the Jenkins server, we created this Mithun Technologies user. Right, only one user we have created. So now I have one requirement. So I have two developers are there, right? Mithun, Rutvik, and two DevOps engineers are there. Okay, Shishir, Manan. I need to provide the access to these guys, right? Can we provide that admin access to developers? We should not supposed to. We should not. We can provide, but we should not supposed to provide give that admin access to the developers. For DevOps engineers only, I need to give the admin access. So how to create the users manually in the Jenkins server? So let me create all these 4 users. Already one user is there. I am going to create the 4 more users. So if you want to create a users, see here, go to the Jenkins dashboard, manage Jenkins. Just scroll down. You will see here, manage users. Using this option, create, delete, modify users that can log in into this Jenkins server. Okay, click on manage users. See, only one user is there right now. Click on create user. So give the name. So I'm going to give the username as Mithun. Give the password, full name, and give that any email ID, guys. But without giving email ID here, you are not able to create the user. It is not going to validate it whether you are giving correct email ID or not. So in the real time, whose email ID we are going to give, to which resource, which employee we are creating, that employee user email ID we are going to use here. We have created one user. Create another user. So when here I can able to see that names automatically. Na? Why? Because already I used these names previous batches also. So that's why it is. One guy is asked me, sir, for you automatically this is coming now. Why, sir? Because already I used these names. That's why it is auto populating here. I was using the same set of users for all the batches. That's why it is showing that usernames and the phone that email IDs are automatically. So whose names are all these? Someone is being. So these are the 4 names. These are the owners of Mithun Technologies. 4 guys. Okay. If you want to see these guys' photos, so let me ping me. I will give owner photos. Can you guess who is these guys? Okay. So I have created these 4 users. Okay. Yeah. My kids, and other trainer Balaji sir is there. Na? Bala sir kids names Ritvik and Shishir. My kid names Mithun, Manan. Okay. So here 4 users I have created manually, and one more user Mithun Technologies. This is the user I have created manually. Total 5 users are there. Okay. Now if you log out with the admin user which we have created initially when we are installing this Jenkins, and log in with the users which we have created now. Let's see whether we can able to access or not. No, Srinu, Mithun and Manan is my son. My son. Okay, these guys are the same class, same school. Okay, these guys also all are the same school only, but these guys are same class, same section is different. Okay, so now let me log in with Mithun user first. Mithun, check that whether you can able to log in or not. See, we can able to log in. If you observe here, manage Jenkins, you can able to see that manage Jenkins means you have that admin access, right? So let me check with Rutvik user. See, Rutvik ready, and he also have that manage Jenkins, right? Same way, let me check with Shishir. Oh, maybe what name I have given, I don't know. Oh, I have given that asset. This one I have given. Let me check. Oh no. Okay, we'll see. First, let me log in with Manan. See, I have logged in as a Manan ready. So let me click on these people, and you will see SH. Okay, I have used that SH. So I used that yes. SHI, SHIR, it has to be. Okay, I used that extra yes. Okay, let me log in with. Now see, I can able to log in with Shishi Reddy also. But everyone, if you see that by default, manage Jenkins, right? So for developers, we should not supposed to give the admin access. Hmm? Now, I don't want to give the admin access for developers, right? So you may have question, sir, in the real time, are we going to create the users manually? No. So some companies they are creating manually. So some companies they are not creating. Then how they are providing the access, sir? LDAP. LDAP. What is the abbreviation for LDAP? lightweight directory access protocol. So using this LDAP server, creating the manually users, you can remove this step if you configure LDAP server with your Jenkins. Okay, so assume in this LDAP server 100 employees are there. What the LDAP server contains? Employees information. Just if you configure this LDAP server with your Jenkins, whoever there in this LDAP server, everyone is going to get the access. But we should not supposed to give for everyone. We need to restrict the access. Okay, then how we can do this one? We are going to use the any one of the authorization strategies. Let me log in into that Jenkins server with admin user Mithun Technologies. This is admin user which we have created initially when we are installing. Go to the manage Jenkins. If you see here, configure global security. Secure Jenkins. Define who is allowed to access or use the system. Using this option, we can give that what level access you want to which user. Clear? Click on this one. Configure global security. See, under security lab, by default, it is going to select that Jenkins own user database. Means whatever the users we have created, na, these users are storing in the Jenkins database. Here, what do you mean by Jenkins database? Users.xml file. So guys, database is nothing but whatever it can hold, that one we are going to call as database. See here, file also we can call as database. Right. So right now, users information is storing in that users.xml file. So by default, it is going to use this one. So if you want to integrate LDAP server, we have to select this radio button. So some guys are asking, sir, what is this square one and what is this circle? So this circle we are going to call as radio button. Okay, this square we are going to call as checkbox. When we are going to use this checkbox and when we are going to use this radio button. So if you want to select multiple options, we'll use the checkbox. If you want to use only one option, we can use that radio button. See here, once if I select this LDAP, automatically this Jenkins own user database option is going to disable. See, yes or no? So here you have to give the LDAP server details. So guys, configuring LDAP server with Jenkins is very easy, but you should have the LDAP server details. Just contact to the LDAP admin guy. He's going to share that all the LDAP server details. Give that LDAP server URL here. Click on this one, advanced. Here you have to give the root DN, search base. So all these things will going to be provided by that LDAP server admin guy. Okay. So now we'll go back to that Jenkins own user database. Why? Because we don't have the LDAP server. Okay. So using this security lab, we can finalize. We need to create the users manually, or we can get that users from the LDAP. So after that, to whom we need to provide which level of access. For that one, we are going to use that authorization section. So guys, authentication is different, authorization is different. Authentication means to log in into that server, we should have the credentials. After logging, what level of access we need to give, which features we need to give, it depends on the authorization, right? So now see here, in authorization we have various authorization methods are there. By default, it is going to select that logged in user can do anything. logged in user can do anything. Means if you have that login credentials, you can do anything. Anything means you have the you will get that admin access. Already we saw, right? So all these guys are have the admin access, but we don't want to use that option in the real time. We never ever going to use this option. We are going to use that matrix based security or project based matrix authorization strategy, or see, yesterday we were discussing about one plugin, role based authorization strategy. So if you install this particular plugin, you are going to see here role based authorization. Okay, let's go and install it and manage Jenkins, manage plugins, available tab. Here go and search role based. See, role based authorization strategy plugin. Select this one, install without restart. After installing this plugin successfully, if you go and see in that manage Jenkins, configure global security, just scroll down, you will see here role based strategy also. So in the real time, which we are using is project based matrix authorization strategy. So whatever you want, you can explore also. So most as you are using, we are using that project based matrix authorization strategy. So once if you enable this one, once you select this radio button, see here, add user or group. Okay, so click on add user. So I'm going to add that Mithun Technologies. So that admin user also you have to add it. See, once if you add correct username, it is going to display that display name. Same way, add that Mithun. Add that Rutvik. Add that Shishir. So I'm trying to add with Bhaskar. Do we have Bhaskar user created? Or do we have Bhaskar user is there in the LDAP server? No. If you add any user which is not there in database, Jenkins database or LDAP server, you are going to see this kind of, it's a striked out, right? So I want to delete this user now from here. Very simple. Here, see, red mark is there, no? X symbol. Click on this one. It's deleted. So now, if you observe here, I have added 4 users, but how many users are there? Total 5 users are there. So I'm not adding that Manan user. So Manan user is a valid user. Yes or no? We have already tried to log in. We can able to log in and we can see that to manage Jenkins and all. But now I'm not adding that Manan user to that project based matrix authorization strategy. So here, if you see that whatever that access you want, you can select it. So Mithun Technologies and Shishir, both are the DevOps engineers. So what I will do, I will select that all access, Mithun Technologies and Shishir. So if you want to unselect, see, select, unselect. Here 2 options are there, select and. So for Mithun Technologies and Shishir user, I have given that full access, means they have that admin access. Mithun, Rutvik, these guys are the developers. So we should not supposed to give the admin access. We should not supposed to give the admin access. What we are going to do? See, overall one section is there, na? Under overall section, you will see that read. Just I am going to give the read access for Mithun and Rutvik user. Now under job level, I'm going to give that read access for both. For Rutvik, I'm going to give that delete job, create job, configure, cancel the job, build the job. So Rutvik user, if you log in with Rutvik user now, you can able to create the job, you can able to update the job, you can able to delete the job, you can trigger the job also. Means you can run the job. But I am not giving those options to the Mithun user. So under view, see here, view is there. Under view, I am giving that read access for both Mithun and Rutvik. Okay. So for Mithun, I am going to give the delete view, create view, update view, right? These things. But for Rutvik, I am not giving that, deleting the view, creating the view and all. So if I log in with Mithun user now, I can create the views, but I'm not able to create the jobs because I didn't provided the access. So like this, guys, whatever that access you want to give for which user, use this authorization strategy. You can define that whatever the access you want. So Sunil, you are asking the question. Now you got the answer for your question, right? So Arvind is asking, when we integrated with LDAP server, then we have to add permission to all the users because all we get that admin. Yes. So if you integrate LDAP server with Jenkins, by default, all the users are going to get. Instead of providing all the users access, come here, enable this any of the authorization strategy. Then whatever the users you are going to add here, those guys only get the access. Even though 100 users are there in LDAP server, but you are adding here 4 users, that time they are going to get that only the 4 users access. Now see, I have created 5 users, but how many users I am adding? I am adding only the 4 users. After saving, if you try to log in with Manan user, you are not able to. Even though Manan is a valid user, to show that one, I'm not adding the Manan user. I know you guys are going to get that various different types of error questions in your mind. That's why I'm not adding this Manan user. Okay. So now you can save it. Now log out. Try to log in with Manan user. See, Manan is a valid user, but you are not able to. Same thing. If that see, even you are a user in the LDAP, but your username is not added into that authorization section. You are trying to access, you are going to get the same error. Even in my company, n number of Jenkins servers are there. So when I was trying for one of the Jenkins URL, I was getting this kind of error. Yes, because my user is not added into that authorization section, right? With the see, authentication is successful in this case, but authorization has failed. Yes or no? You have valid credentials, you have logged in, but you don't have enough access to access the Jenkins features. Okay, so now if you try to log in with Mithun user, see, can we able to see that new item? No. If you see the new item means he can able to create the job, right? But if you see, he can able to see the plus symbol means he can able to create the views. So if you go to the job level, he's not able to see that build now, configure, delete, because he don't have the access. Just you can see that job name and build numbers and all. Just only read access, right? But he can able to create the views. See, he can able to update the views, delete the views, right? So based on your requirement, you can define that whatever the access you want. Usually for the developer, we are going to give the read access, and we are going to give the build access also sometimes, so that they will go and they will trigger that job. Okay, but we are not going to give the update, means configure access, delete and all. Even if you give these credentials now, developer not able to do anything. Just you can see that jobs, right? Now, if you log out with Mithun user and if you log in with Rutvik, just see that he can able to see that new item, means he can able to create the job. Okay, if you go to the job level, see, he can able to trigger the job, he can able to update the job, he can delete the job, but he's not able to create the views because he don't have that access. Even if you go and see that the view, he can able to update this view, no. Delete the view, no. So like this, guys, based on your requirement, for which user, what level of access you want, you can give it, right? So now if you log in with CC user, if you see, we can able to see that manage Jenkins, new item, plus symbol for creating views also, means he is like admin user, he is a DevOps engineer, right? So guys, for sometimes even if you join a new project also, they are not going to give that all the admin access, just they are going to give the read access initially. If you are a junior, sometimes even 1 or 2 months also they are not going to give that admin access, because if something goes wrong, it is again restoring is very again big process, right? That's right. Now my requirement is see, these two guys are the developers. So Mithun is working for the Walmart projects, Rutvik is working for the Maven projects. So if I log in with Mithun user has to see only that Walmart projects. He should not supposed to see that other projects, other jobs. Is it possible? That is what Subramanian is asking, right? Yes, it is possible. How? So, so right now I can use that Shishir user to do that admin activities, because Shishir is a DevOps engineer. Go to the manage Jenkins, click on configure global security. Here, if you see, disable that all the access for Mithun and Rutvik. For disabling Mithun and Rutvik, just uncheck this one, right? Remove all the access. Just give that under overall section, read, only read, only the read. Save it. So now just I have given that read access, means he can able to see that all the jobs. Okay, all the jobs in this Linux server. But our requirement is, if you log in with Mithun user, he has to see Walmart project, means we need to give that access on the project level. So once if you enable that project based matrix authorization strategy, so go and open any job, click on configure, you will see this option, enable project based security. Earlier this option was not showing, did you remember? After enabling that project based matrix strategy, it is displaying. Enable this checkbox. So to which user, to which developer you need to provide access to this Jenkins, this job, add that user. So I want to provide access to Mithun user. Select, and what level of access you want to give for this particular job. So I want to give all the access, like updating, all these things. Save it. Same way, open this Walmart-QA, click on configure. Okay, enable this project based security, add user. Mithun, or I have given Mithun, right? Mithun. Select, save it. So now, if I log in with Mithun user, I am going to see that these two jobs. So click on this Maven project type, click on configure, just scroll down, enable project security, add user. Here again, what level of access also you can give it. Now, if I log out and log in with Mithun user, see, I can able to see that only the two jobs. So on these jobs, see here, I can build, configure, delete, right? But I'm not able to create the new jobs. Even for these jobs also, just if you want, you can give that build. You can disable this configure and delete also. Same way, log out, log in with the Rutvik user. See, I can see only that Maven project job. Even I'm not able to see that Walmart projects view, because first of all, you don't have access to that particular jobs, right? That's right. See, he can able to trigger the job. See, right? So like this, guys, you can provide that what type of access for which user using the Jenkins security. Clear? Anybody have any questions about this Jenkins security? So in real time, only developers and DevOps needs only login into Jenkins server, or any other teams, people like testers, DBA, even testers, DBA team also, they have going to work with the Jenkins. See, you have created one job for running that all the Selenium test cases. Okay, so that time give that access to the testers also, right? So you have created one job to automate that DB related activities. So that time you should give that access to the DBA person also, right? So not only the developers, not only DevOps engineers, we are going to provide access to the others also. This is the normal common scenario. We are going to give the access to the testers, DBA persons also. Clear? Okay, Nitin, if you want, you can go. No problem. Anybody have any questions, guys, on this Jenkins security? So do we have check with the TL or a manager before giving access? Yes. See, guys, just simply calling to you, and if they have asked, you should not supposed to provide the access. Okay. So before providing the access to any tool, you should have the proper communication message or email. So don't give until unless any email from your lead. Your lead means from technical team, they are going to send one email. Okay, so Hey, Shiva, please provide that access to Rahul. He's from my team member. So like that, they are going to send that emails. Okay. Otherwise, don't give that one. Okay. So how can I give wildcard names will authorize to jobs? How can I give wildcard names while give the authorized to the jobs? So where in the job level, usually we are not going to give directly. We are going to give that suppose login with admin user. See job level. So go to that any job configure. When we are here, we are going to add that directly name, not the wildcard characters. Okay? It is not possible. You have to give that exactly the user name. Okay, the wildcard characters is not going to helpful here. So now, if you go to that global configure global security and go to that here project based matrix authorization strategy. Now, if we add that Manan user, okay, and if you give that all the access, save it. Now, if you try to log out and log in with Manan user, you can able to access it. Jenkins, see, I can able to access it. So Purushottam is asking, Jenkins users will be there in LDAP server. So we need to password reset. We need to contact the admin team or password reset. We have to do that in Jenkins administrator. See, usually we are going to do reset the password ourselves. Okay, we are not going to ask with any Jenkins administrator also because our suppose if you configure that LDAP server, you can reset the password yourself. Once if you reset the password, automatically password is going to change in the LDAP server. Whatever the password we are change we, that we are using in LDAP, same we are going to use here also. Okay. Now I have created a users right manually. How to change the password for them? So go to the people. See here you will see that one. So if you want to change the password for Mithun, click on that one. Click on configure. See here password. This one 3 years back, one of our student he asked with me, sir, they have shared with me they created manually user and password. However, I created not like that one. That is a small company, and they asked me to change the password, sir. How to change the password, sir? Still, I remember. However, he asked with me this way. So go to the Jenkins dashboard, click on people directly. So guys, if you click on people directly, it will take you to that user names. So click on that user, click on configure. That okay, everything you can change it here. Your email ID. Suppose if you give the wrong email ID, you can change it. Okay. So here we are not going to create the groups. So if that groups are there in that LDAP, we can add it. In the Jenkins, we are not going to create the groups. We can create the users only. Clear, guys? So tomorrow we have class. So guys, tomorrow 6 a.m. class is not there. So like last week, I'm. Can we take the class at 6 a.m. IST? 6 a.m. IST to 7:30 a.m. IST, so that you guys can finish that class and you can go wherever you want. Hmm? It's very useful, right? So tomorrow's class is 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. IST. Okay, only tomorrow. Again, Monday onwards as usual, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Suppose if one of the user is forget the password, yes, just you can contact to the admin Jenkins administrator. he can able to change that password for any of the user. Okay, thank you guys. So tomorrow we'll continue about this creating CI/CD for Java project using that pipeline. Very, very important. If you miss this class means you are not able to understand the Docker and all, because in the Docker also we are going to use this pipeline project type. And nowadays everyone is implementing CI/CD using that pipeline project type only. Okay, it is up to you. If you want to get the job immediately, no one should miss this class. Okay, so for whatever we discussed, these are the fundamentals. So tomorrow whatever we discuss, this is one of the real-time scenario which we are going to use in real-time projects. This is the way, this one and this one. Okay, declarative way, very, very important. Okay, don't miss anybody tomorrow's session. So not only tomorrow, from now onwards till end of the classes, next 1.5 month, 2 months, you should not supposed to miss any class. Okay, so once Jenkins classes is over, I will take the resume preparation. That time I will help you guys how to showcase your resume. Okay, how to showcase your current experience in the your resume as a DevOps engineer. All these things we are going to cover. So I need, this is one class, this is one more class. So these three we are going to take 1, 3, 4 to 5 classes I need. Okay, 5 classes. Nandabala is asking, remain how many days Jenkins classes are there, sir? 5 classes, sir. Nandabalaya, sir. So Nandabalaya, every time you are typing like this one with uppercase. Do you know when you are chatting with your peers, when you are typing with uppercase, what do you mean by that one? Hmm? Angry. So you are shouting. You are angry on me. Hmm? Then learn the things. So whatever you are going to learn, even in next further after getting job also you are going to apply. That's why learn all these things. When you're typing something, see that whether I'm typing in lowercase or uppercase. Okay. So maybe always Nandabala is anger on me. Yes or no? I'm going to scold him. Nah? That's why he don't like me. So anyway, now class is over. Let me stop recording and just I will explain about one of my best student. Let me stop with